Hey guys, welcome to Mikey's Video Game Madness. Today we're playing South Park: The Stick of Truth on the PlayStation 3, also available on the Xbox 360 and the PC. Obviously the PC is going to be the prettiest version. The PS3 and Xbox 360 versions are probably comparable. Let me go to options. I haven't played this game in a long time, so I didn't know when I'd get the option to adjust all this, so I wanted to make sure that you guys weren't missing out on anything. That should be alright. Okay. So the developers, the creators of the show, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, I hope I've gotten their last names correct with the person, actually helped to make this game and write it and create it, and so this is a legitimate South Park experience. It feels like watching the show, except you can play it, and it's actually really good, and it's actually a really good game for people. I already beat the game, so I don't care if I'm erasing it. The only reason why I kept the game on my hard drive was to eventually make a video. But this is a good starting point for somebody who's into wanting to start out playing traditional turn-based RPGs. This is a good starting ground. Of course, I only recommend this game for adults because there's some fucked up shit into it, but yeah, it's like they're playing like this game which is kind of a mixture of Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, but they're still in the real world, so they're beating each other with sticks and stuff. And like a typical South Park episode, it gets blown out of proportion into something ridiculous, and goes on from there. There's some actual episodes of the TV show that actually follow this. This is trying to kind of emulate the art style of the long time ago, the old Lord of the Rings cartoon. Obviously, the people who animate this are animating South Park, so you're not going to see anything rotoscoped here. But it's a good starting point if you want to try what a turn-based RPG is like. It's fairly easy, it's not overly long, and it's pretty simple, and there's more interactive moments. You got spray tan the Jersey way. Although I turned the brightness up because this tends to record dark. I might have it turned up too much. This game is already sort of bright, but oh well, can't do anything about it now. I don't know why I'm even picky about choosing the hair, because with all the gear and shit that you end up wearing, you don't even see this shit half the time. I'm going backwards because I'm pushing the wrong button. I apologize. This game doesn't have a terrible user interface or anything. It's just me not used to playing this. I'm also colorblind, so if I pick weird colors, it's because the color probably looks like something else to me. But this is a good RPG if you want to play a turn-based RPG. It actually plays a lot like Mario RPG or Paper Mario, where you actually have to time your hits right to get double hits. So it's interactive, like with the timing and stuff like that, and sometimes you have to move the analog sticks a certain way and stuff. And it has humor. As far as I know, the North American version is the only version of this game that isn't edited.
It's a new beginning.
Luckily, you don't see too much fucked up shit in the beginning of the game, so I'm pretty much safe. I hope.
They won't look for
I don't want to show anything inappropriate.
Come on.
I mean, the F word's fair game, but as far as visuals go, I don't want to show anything inappropriate. But or too inappropriate. But
hey, champ, how do you like your new room? I know it's a big change for all of us, but son,
what was I saying?
Do you remember why we moved to this
getting
private
lost in
town?
watching the show or game, the game show.
He doesn't remember at all.
That's good. That's good. He doesn't remember.
But yeah, this is the only unedited version that I know of, the North American version. Like in Europe, during certain scenes, depending on the country, it'll have a background of like a famous monument or something that represents the country or whatever, and then actually explains to you in text what's going on in the screen. This shows you everything, but I think in its own way, like the text is kind of funny in its own right, where it's actually explaining to you, telling you that the game was censored. Imagine the PC version being a lot higher resolution. You probably get more of the construction paper look, but you still see it in this game. Sometimes this game can be disorienting in its 2D sense in a 3D world, if that makes any sense. Apparently, I like the paint. All the golden doorknobs or whatever are the ones that you can open. I need a key for that. There's a lot of bathroom humor, which I'll show in a second. I'm not really good at pushing buttons really fast. I don't know if it's my tendons or whatever, but we'll try to make a deuce. There we go. You actually can take the turds and throw them in the people's faces to stun them. For a construction paper game, it's pretty interactive. It has the look of the show down pat. Sometimes you don't know whether it's a cutscene or you actually can play it.
Come on, son, get out there, make friends.
And all the voices from the show are still there. It's a fairly short game. There's like some collectibles and stuff like that you can find, but it doesn't change the outcome as far as I know. Like in any good RPG, you want to take everything, because a lot of times whatever is junk you actually can sell.
Go on outside, sweetie.
Making this an RPG was probably the best idea for the format of the show.
It was a command. Now get out there and make some friends.
Because this game, the first South Park game that came out, that at least I know of, was a first-person shooter where you just fought waves of turkeys and other enemies and whatnot. Like the most elaborate garage ever. I don't know of any that have like a upstairs to them, but maybe that's a thing in Colorado. I don't know. I've never had a garage. I always had like sheds.
You shall die by my warhammer, Drowell. I better stay to the forest realm. That way, I better steal first. Aha! You can't hold out much longer. Help! Somebody! I can't hold out much longer. Help!
Hey, no fair. That's cheating. I'm gonna tell my mom.
Thanks, kid. I didn't realize he had a health potion. My name is Butters the Merciful. I'm a paladin. I live right next door to you. We should be friends.
And then you have this fake Facebook thing. Apparently I'm age 9. And you get little messages and updates from all your friends as you go on.
You should speak with the Wizard King. He's been talking about your arrival.
You get like more respect the more friends you have or whatever. When they were making this game, the creators of the show really didn't have any idea. Can I equip that lead pipe by chance? I don't have one. I thought maybe the lead pipe would help me bash things. With some good running animations there.
Oh, hail the Grand Wizard!
So, you are the new kid. Your coming was foretold by Coldwell Banker.
You can still see the paper,
King.
the
The time for
construction
talk is
paper
not now.
textures.
Let me show you my kingdom.
Of course, the console versions run at 720p, but like I said, I imagine the PC version it's a little bit more detailed, but it still looks as good as the show on consoles.
Shut up, Mom. Not now.
There's a homage to the show. They did like a little evil clone show one time, kind of like they did with the original Star Trek series. So there's little things like that. And the game sphere, that was from another episode. So this was definitely made for fans, but I think it's the best entry-level RPG, turn-based RPG for adults. Although I think the Mario RPG games, the Mario and Luigi games, Paper Mario, and Mario RPG, but I don't know, that might be too old for... It's weird to say, like, some of the newer adults that are actually like in their early 20s might not have been old enough to play Mario RPG. I'm sure it's on virtual console or whatever. That game's pretty timeless, but it plays like those, so any of those games really are good entry-level RPGs, but this is a good one for adults because it has humor and it's sometimes dark and stuff like that, but I guess you gotta appreciate the South Park type of humor to really like this game a bit.
You may have heard of my deeds at the Battle of Stark's Pond.
Every time it says new friend request, that means that they're on your Facebook page or whatever. What do they call it again on here? I can't even remember, and I had the sound down and I'm not reading the subtitles. Kitty got stuck being a girl. There was one episode of South Park where he turned to like some Sailor Moon like character, and the art style turned to like kind of like a Japanese anime sort of thing. It was really weird. Kenny liked dressing up as girls. I don't know why.
I know you are very excited. It's time for your first quest. But first, please tell us thy name.
This really doesn't matter. You can type in anything.
You entered douchebag. Is that correct?
See, it won't let you select no, so you'll have to stick with douchebag.
Are you sure you want to keep the name douchebag? Very well, douchebag. You will now choose a class: fighter, mage, thief, or Jew.
Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter, mage, thief, or Jew. Fighter
white Jew, huh? So I guess we'll never really be friends. You look sneaky enough to be a thief. A mage is like a wizard, only not a white fighter. A mage is like a wizard. A white thief? Jew, huh? So I guess we'll never really be friends.
I don't know what Jew does. I forgot what I was last time. I think I was a fighter.
A mage is like a white Jew, huh? So I guess we'll never really be friends.
I'm gonna play as Jew
Welcome
this
to the
time.
KKK douchebag the Jew, who probably can also handle our finances.
Hooray!
Now please, go and visit the weapon shop. Procure yourself a weapon.
This game came with some preloaded DLC or whatever, and Carmen actually makes a comment about like how he wanted to eventually get the DLC too, or whatever. It was free DLC. I never paid for any DLC for this game.
For $2.
Can I sell stuff yet?
Don't let it bother you that there's a game to be played.
Apparently I can't buy anything.
You know what procure means, right? That's Old English for buy. Go buy a weapon from Clyde.
Isn't this Clyde?
Would you like to see my wares, weary traveler? Perhaps you would like to hear tips and rumors for $2?
Can't buy anything.
You kid has checked out everything in my backyard. Hardcore gamer. Wow.
The power of diabetes is both a gift and a curse, but mostly a curse. The Grand Wizard withholds snacks if we talk off script.
Stick to your lines. No talking, Scott.
Power of diabetes. One thing about this game that is kind of confusing because of the art style is sometimes you don't know what can be interacted with and what can't be. I have money, so I don't really... I don't really know what I need to do.
Ah, you have located the training area where our massive army learns to fight.
Let me double check. Maybe there's something at the bottom of the list or something that I need to get. I haven't played this game in so long. Maybe because I picked the Jew. Oh, there it is. The Jewish staff. It blended right in.
Ah, a lovely
It's so blind. Well, that's easier to put left on the directional pad. I did beat this game, but it was... whenever this game came out, I guess it was like a couple of years ago. That's the last time I beat the game, so I'm not completely used to playing it.
Ah, you have procured a weapon. Yes. It's now time to teach you how to fight. I want you to take your new weapon and, with the bravery of a noble knight, beat up Clyde. What? Kick Clyde's ass, new kid. What I do? I'm the king, Clyde, and the king wishes to be amused. Go on, new kid, kick his ass.
Yeah, he doesn't have the power of diabetes, or he might be able to destroy me. I do think
I'm gonna kick your ass. Clyde, you have to wait your turn.
Lightning strikes before you get in a fight. When you get in a lot of fights, it tends to be a little bit annoying after a while, but that's just being nitpicky. Final Fantasy and a lot of games do it in their own way. I forgot to push.
That all you got? Oh my god, it's butters all over again. Okay, look. Try putting your back into it in the last possible moment.
I didn't realize this is a 2-hit stick.
Oh, hell yeah, Clyde's your bitch. Alright, Clyde's wearing armor. In order to hurt him, I want you to hit Clyde as hard as you can. blood. Fucking nice, bro. It's exactly what you do to guys with armor like that.
See, it's a little bit more interactive than just selecting, like, attack, and then you watch them attack. You actually have to hit the button when you actually are about to get hit, or when you're about to hit somebody to get more attacks.
Prepare yourself. This does double damage.
No, I said protect. Protect your vows.
Thought I did.
Ah! No, that's not blocking. That's sucking. Try again.
Apparently I suck at blocking now.
Suck it.
There we
That's
go.
what I'm talking about. Dude,
You almost have to
already win
push
this
the
time.
button before you even see the thing.
All right.
You have to
Time
learn
use your
how
heroic
to
power.
time that
Using
pretty
your
well
ability
when you
takes
start
power
fighting
points
harder
for each
enemies.
resort.
But like an RPG, you can level up by
If you have a fucking
continuously
better name,
fighting
for
things.
the fucking fucking asshole.
This game later on makes fun of other game cliches, which is really funny. So it's not this sword and sorcery thing all the time. There's a lot of weird shit. The Sling of David.
I dodged that. Way to wipe that smile off his stupid face, douchebag. Now do it one more time. Finish him. What? I was going easy. Take this. Yeah.
That was actually pretty decent. Be able to block 2 at a time since I wasn't barely able to do 1. I like how they cry after they get hit. There's little stars of David's coming off of them.
Dude, that was awesome. You were all like, "Beam," and Cloud was all like, "Nah." Okay. You prove yourself worthy, douchebag. Now come inside the war tent and I shall let you see the relic.
Well, we get to see the Stick of Truth, I think. Butters is already my friend. I was going to invite
Well,
him.
here it is. The reason why humans and elves are locked in a never-ending war. The relic for which human and elf are willing to die. The Stick of Truth. Just 2 days ago, we took the stick back from the elves. Our kingdom was dying, but now it thrives. For whoever controls the stick controls the universe. Don't gaze at it too long, for its power is too much for mere mortals to look at. Now that you have seen the Stick of Truth, let's discuss your dues. Being a member of my kingdom costs $9.95 for the first week, $4 of which is tax deductible.
Alarm! Alarm! Alarm!
Someone has sounded the alarm!
Alarm! Alarm! Alarm!
What is it?
The elves are attacking!
Oh my god! Defensive position!
That orc is questionable.
Douchebag, come help us!
That's a very crude map of the town, but I guess it's functional.
Help us, new kid! Don't... Man the gate! Don't let them through! Give us the stick, humans! Fuck you, Drow Elf! Come and get it! Clyde, guard the Stick of Truth while we defend the fortress! Aye, aye! Aye, aye! We're not playing pirates, Clyde! Douchebag, this is your chance to prove yourself. Hold off the asshole elves at all costs!
This elf is gonna fall.
Doing my best. He looks elf-like.
Do it, douchebag! Kick these elves' asses!
Suck on this!
You're wounded,
I
douchebag!
did a piss
Potions
poor
will heal
job
here.
of dodging that. Maybe they wanted me to get hit on purpose. So we're gonna eat some cheesy poofs, which is the equivalent of an RPG potion.
Rules say you can have 1 potion every turn. I asked for 5, but this was compromised. This guy's fast, douchebag. Try to block
I'd
all
say
his
they
attacks.
are very calm in playing by the rules.
Well, if this job doesn't work out, at least you've got a future as a training dummy. Come on, get it right. I said block, not get nailed by. Maybe I wasn't clear. Try again.
Does he know that I'm doing a
Block, not get
tutorial or
nailed by.
something?
Maybe I wasn't clear. Try again.
I was doing so good at blocking before. Shit, I
block,
got
not get nailed
a
by.
little too
Maybe I
excited
wasn't
to
clear.
push
Try
it
again.
again. I'm gonna die before anything happens.
I said block, not get nailed by. Maybe I wasn't clear. Try again. Okay, if you block all the attacks, you get a counterattack. Look at your enemy on the ground, weak and helpless. Kick the shit out of him. Douchebag, you let him get away. Come on, let's try again. Take that! Awesome, you kicked his helpless ass.
Once you do it for a while, you get really good at it and you don't think much about it, so don't let my piss poor gameplay ruin anything for you.
Hurry up! Great job, douchebag.
I think when you kill an enemy, you actually get another turn, but I can't remember. It might have just been by chance, I don't know.
You're
Loot
losing.
his shit.
But I don't want to make him feel bad.
Guess I better go help Butters. Since he also does not have the power of diabetes.
You got this, douchebag. What are you waiting for, douchebag? That guy's just standing there. Go kick his ass. Oh man, he was totally waiting for you, dude. You can't just hit him like that.
I don't think I have any arrows though.
Look at that archer hiding behind his friend like a wood. Switch to your arrows, douchebag. Snipe that little bitch.
Apparently I do. I don't remember getting that.
Go for the big bit. Come on, fight. Ah, motherfucker! Douchebag, use your arrows. Take out the archer. Do what I say or you can't play anymore. Yeah, bitch, that's what you get for fucking with the Wizard King. Careful,
I was
douchebag.
reflecting,
That guy's
so I
ready for
guess
your
I gotta
arrows
use
now.
a
You gotta try
melee
something else.
attack. With my little cane.
Great job, douchebag.
Let me steal
Kick
this
their asses,
shit.
new kid. I got your back. Hey, where the hell are you going? Hey.
He's hitting my cat. That's not very nice.
Let's do this, douchebag.
They actually have legit looking weapons.
Okay, that guy has a shield. Shields are super weak. Just hit them with your simplest hit over and over to wear them down quickly. Hell yeah, that's how you do it. The other elf let his guard
Wow,
down.
hopefully I
Now's
can
your
take
chance.
that
Power attack
spiky
his armor.
little plank of wood he's got there.
That's it. Now finish him.
Alright. Guess I gotta hit him with a power attack again if that's even possible. I think the PP gauge on the top is just for your little special attacks, like that slingshot of David attack or whatever the hell it's called.
Drow elves, fall back! Fall back, I say!
Yes! Awesome, dude! Take that, you asshole elf! Better luck next time! Na 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 na! We still control the universe! It's gone. What? The stick of truth. The elves got it. That was your one goddamn job, Clyde! to guard the stick of fucking truth! Clyde, you are hereby banished from space and time! What? No! You can't do that. Yeah, I can! You're banished and lost in time and space!
Yeah, go home, Clyde.
You fought bravely on the
Oh,
battlefield.
there goes
douchebag.
our
If you can
weapons
make it
dealer.
this badly, you sure can fight.
Shut up, Scott. Nobody cares what you think. Anyways, we
I
have a
like
bigger
how he
problem
has
now.
like little
The stick of truth has been stolen,
insulin bottles
we
and
must assemble our
syringes
entire
on.
army in
I
order to
just
get it
noticed
back.
that
But our
right
three
now.
best warriors still haven't reported for duty, my king.
Our newest member can take care of that. Douchebag, I want you to go out into the neighborhood and find my greatest warriors. Token, Tweak, and Craig. I'm texting their pictures to your personal inventory device now. But beware. The lands outside are full of marauding drow elves, monsters, and 6th graders. Be sure you're well equipped. Now go! And send my warriors here!
Alright. So I'm going to stop here. This is South Park, The Stick of Truth for the PlayStation 3. Also available on the 360 and the PC. Highly recommend it. If you're a fan of the show, this is a must-have. If you're a fan of Super Mario RPG's gameplay, as long as you're not offended easily, I definitely recommend this. And if you're an adult with a sense of humor that's wants to try like something new beside a lot of the games that are coming out that are mostly first-person shooters or platformers, and want to actually play something that's like a turn-based traditional RPG with a little bit of perks, it's a little bit more interactive like Mario RPG and the Paper Mario games, I definitely would get this as a starter RPG. It's very accessible and funny, especially if you like the South Park type of humor. So this game definitely has my thumbs up for sure. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. I always love getting comments, especially from some of you newer people that have subscribed, but I don't know who some of you are. It'd be cool to get to know some of you guys and stuff like that, and it would give me a good idea of like what your interests are, or what you like in a video, or what you don't like, or whatever. Just if you leave a video, I mean if you leave a comment, you can leave a video. If you leave a comment, positive or negative, just please, if you choose to go the negative route, make sure it's constructive criticism, and please don't try to be mean to me or anyone else on the actual comment section, because I'd have to block you and I don't want to be a dick or anything. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't thought about it already, which I'm sure you've already made up your mind, feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have more people follow me on here and communicate and do the whole YouTube thing. I know YouTube's getting oversaturated with gaming videos, so that's why I'm kind of doing some of these once popular games later, way after their release, and sometimes I'll do even games that aren't that popular. I'm trying to make it a little bit different than the huge amount of like people recording like newer games off of their PlayStation 4s and stuff that just came out. Sometimes I'm guilty of doing that if I really want to talk about a game, but I try to make it a little bit more interesting, and you can kind of suggest videos too. There's this whole long thing that scrolls at the end of this video if you actually read it, describing like what systems and stuff I actually accept requests for. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next video. I hope you enjoyed it, despite there being more quiet times than usual. It's just because this is more of a story-based game. RPGs are really hard to do videos of, but I really want to cover this game and say how much I enjoyed it and why it would be good as an entry-level RPG if you want to get into this type of game. So thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Thanks again for watching. Bye.